My parents called my boss and told him I was stealing money from the company, which was completely false. I got fired on the spot and lost everything. When I confronted them, my dad just laughed and said they did it to teach me some humility since success was going to my head. I sued them for defamation, won, and took their house. Now they're homeless and telling everyone I'm a monster. I was 29, making 87K as a regional sales manager. My dad never made more than 45Ks in his life. That ate at him. Growing up, every achievement was met with silence. Straight A's, that's expected. Full scholarship, other kids got those too. First promotion, must be nice to sit in air conditioning all day, but I kept trying. Kept hoping one day they'd just be proud. 3 months before everything fell apart, I bought my first car with cash. A 2019 Lexus IS. Nothing flashy. I saved for 2 years. Posted one photo on Instagram with the caption, "Hard work pays off." My mom commented within minutes, "Must be nice to forget where you came from." My dad texted, "Hope you're not living beyond your means." I ignored it. I was used to it. Then my younger brother lost his job. Again, third time in 2 years. My parents called asking if I could loan him $5,000 to cover his rent. I said no. I'd loaned him money twice before. Never saw a cent back. My dad's voice went cold. "So you'll buy yourself a luxury car but won't help family?" "It's not a luxury car," I said, "and he needs to figure things out on his own." My mom started crying. "After everything we did for you." I hung up. That was a Tuesday. Thursday morning, my boss called me into his office. His face was granite. "Someone reported you've been taking kickbacks from vendors. We have to let you go immediately." My stomach dropped. "What? Who said that?" "Your father called yesterday. Said you confessed to your mother and she urged him to do the right thing." I tried to explain. Showed him my clean expense reports. My spotless record. 5 years of exemplary reviews. He cut me off. "We can't risk it. Security will escort you out." I packed my desk in a cardboard box while my coworkers stared. Someone from accounting wouldn't even look at me. I sat in my car in the parking lot for an hour, just breathing, trying to understand. Then I drove to their house. My dad was watering the lawn in his cargo shorts and old Nikes. When he saw me pull up, he smiled. That smug, satisfied smile. I got out, didn't even slam the door. "Why?" I asked. He kept watering. "You were getting too big for your britches. You got me fired." He shrugged. "Someone had to teach you humility. You were starting to think you were better than us." My mom came out onto the porch, drying her hands on a dish towel. "We did you a favor, sweetie. Now you can start fresh. Learn what real struggle is." I stared at them. These people raised me, fed me, taught me to ride a bike, and they just nuked my entire life because I bought a used Lexus. I left without another word. The next 6 weeks were brutal. I couldn't find work. Every reference check went cold. My savings evaporated. Rent, car payment, insurance, groceries. I sold the Lexus for $8,300 just to stay afloat. Took the bus to interviews that went nowhere. My younger brother posted photos from Cancun. My parents paid for the trip. Must be nice, I thought. But here's what they didn't know. My former boss recorded all incoming HR calls. It's company policy for legal protection. When I finally hired a lawyer who worked out of a strip mall office, I told him everything. He requested the recordings. 3 days later, he called me. His voice was different. Excited. "I just listened to your dad's call. He explicitly says he's reporting you to teach you a lesson." Those were his exact words. Then he laughs. My hands started shaking. "We have them," he said. "This is malicious interference, defamation, emotional damages. This is a slam dunk." The lawsuit took 9 months. Discovery was ugly. They had to turn over texts, emails, everything. Turns out my mom had emailed my boss separately, doubling down on the lies. My brother had texted my dad saying, "Make sure he doesn't come crawling back here." In court, my dad tried to claim it was a misunderstanding, that he was just concerned. My lawyer played the recording. The whole courtroom heard my dad laugh. Heard him say, "That ought to knock him down a peg." The judge's face said it all. We won. $340,000 in damages. Lost wages, emotional distress, punitive penalties. They didn't have it. My dad had $11,000 in savings. My mom had a part-time job at Kohl's. So the court seized their house to cover the judgment. The same house I grew up in. The same porch where my dad taught me to throw a football. The same driveway where I learned to ride a bike. When the auction notice went up, I placed a bid through an LLC. Bought it for $290,000. Under market value, but they had no choice. I didn't buy it to live in it. I bought it so they'd know exactly what they lost. I rent it now to a young couple with a baby. They send me photos of the nursery they painted. It's yellow. The room used to be mine. Last week, my mom called from my brother's couch. She was crying. "Please, we made a mistake. We're your parents. We're sleeping on an air mattress." I took a breath. "Parents don't destroy their kids for sport," I said, and I hung up. My brother posted on Facebook last night calling me heartless. Said I'm tearing the family apart. I didn't respond. I'm too busy closing deals, rebuilding my career, and sleeping soundly in my own apartment. Some bridges aren't worth rebuilding, especially when they tried to burn you alive on them first.